We did it! Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Bridge Shell, and today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. So, quick note, and OBG, you might just want to update as you see new people in the chat. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. This game deals with some very, very serious issues. And if you are easily triggered or, like it says, easily disturbed, this is not the game for you. And I am being serious. Absolutely serious. So, hi, hello. My name is Fred Shell. We're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I swear, Jimmy, can you just make me feel good one time? Can you just come into this chat and make me, just give me a quick compliment before you insult me? Just a quick one. But, like it says, this game is not suitable for children. So, OBG, I don't know if you have the ability to age restrict this stream. If you could do that as well, I'd be much appreciated. But, Jimmy, you're just, oh yay. Thank you. Thanks, Jimmy. I love that and I appreciate that. The exclamation mark really does just add to it. But this game, not suitable for children, not suitable for those who are easily disturbed. But this is an extremely fun game. It's very interesting, and this is one of the coolest games that I've ever seen. So I really enjoy this game. Jimmy, how about you be quiet? Thank you, OBG. My hair does look cute today. I tried to do my hair. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but at least I tried. Is that a clock? What is that? Jimmy, what is that? What did you send? What did you send, Jimmy? Also, I have my phone right here on a pedestal now, so I can easily get everything. Also, I just want to see something. You know, let's do this color. Saluting emoji. Okay. Well, it looks like my emote wall is not working today, so that's a thing. But now that we've done all of that, I'm going to actually bump up the screen for me. Let's get playing. You know? Let's get started. So once again, not suitable for children. Absolutely not. So if you are a child watching this stream, or if you are easily disturbed or easily impressionable, all of that, please do not watch. I'm serious. Do not watch. And I will try to give you a few little warnings ahead of time because I have played this game before, but OBG hasn't seen this game. And I know Jimmy hasn't, but I also know Jimmy's not going to stick around for this one because it's me reading, even though he seemed so excited a second ago. So yeah, let's jump right on into it. Let's transition over. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. And there's no music right now, so don't worry about it. Oh, great, cool. My hair is gone. 1 second. I am going to webcam. Let's go. I really love this game, personally. I'm fixing something real quick because it's going to bother me. Is it fixing? A little. I mean, you can see the green screen behind me more now, which I don't enjoy. The joys of having brown hair. I think I might just put up with the green screen tonight. Figure it out, green screen. That's good enough for me. My hair's still there. Okay. Oh, here we go. There's even more. Individuals suffering from anxiety, depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit http://ddlc.moe/warning.html. I know you can't see it partially because of my goal, so let me just get rid of my goal real quick. Just transition, and nobody's donated to it in a minute anyway. So, individuals suffering from anxiety, depression may not have a safe experience playing this game, and they are absolutely right. So, they are fairly warning you at the beginning of the game. We'll put the goal back now. Ba-bum. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you are agreeing that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Okay? Should I shorten myself? I think I should make myself a little smaller, just so I'm not 100% in the way. I think I'm going to get rid of my dono goal for now as well. Just a touch. There we go. I'm down here. I'm just a smidge smaller now. But just warning you, last chance. You're exposing yourself to extremely highly disturbing content. So this is your chance to leave if you need to. But other than that, let's get started. Can y'all hear it well? How cute! Oh my god. How can I turn my monitor brightness down? That's a serious question. I have a back spasm. Oh god, I'm old. I hope this game has ice cream. I don't know if it's gonna have ice cream or not. I'm actually going to turn this one down. Don't want that. How do I fix the heckin' brightness? Jimmy, what are you telling me? Okay, good night, Jimmy. I think it'll have cake. Okay, French toast. Okay, I just want to bring my brightness down so I'm not so heckin' bright. Nope. OBG, come fix the brightness on my screen. I'm having a back spasm. Things are bright. Thank you. But for real, brightness is nowhere. I know how to use a computer, everyone. I promise. You know what? I'm gonna deal with it. I'm not important. New game. Please enter your name. This is really gonna get on my ever-loving nerves. Today is Ada Lovelace Day. That's just it, I did. And things didn't display brightness. Settings. It's not here. It says monitors brightness and display. It gives me zero choice other than brightness and color. And it gives me the option to turn everything red, but not to actually fix my brightness any. It's fantastic. And I don't think there's a physical button, because I know sometimes there's a physical button. Oh, my back keeps cramping. NVIDIA control panel. No. For serious, no, I don't. It's giving me 0. It's only giving me nightlight. That's all it's giving me. It's not there. You know what? I say forget it. How about that? I love this jam though. My name, I'm not going to use my real name. What should we use? Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. Here, let me just, you know what? Let me give this one more shot. Let me just give it one more shot for D. No, I don't. I don't have it. This is the most bizarre thing. I really don't have it. Nothing. Genuinely nothing. All right, we're moving on. I'm not using my name, period. Santa. You know what? I'll use Shell-chan. We'll just do Shell. Okay. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. Why is this happening? Can you go away? Whatever. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I'm Shell. I'm not Bridge right now. Thank you. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Shell. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Another back spasm from the old lady. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Let's turn our music down some. Just a touch. Just a touch. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Shell, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I did dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, especially when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I just die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years just because you're not used to the real world. What the fuck's a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. I'm about to pull this friggin' hair back. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised to even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry about me so much makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. What is that? OBG, I've got to do something with my bangs here. Even though they're super cute, I've got to pull them behind my ears real quick because they keep getting in my mouth. If y'all ever used that. No, I'm not a weirdo. There we go. That feels a lot better. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. OBG, I need you to explain IMVU to me. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member, and that Suki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. It's a place where there's several chat rooms you can join with the character model that you can create and customize. It was popular during the scene kid era. Oh, that's the issue. I wasn't a scene kid. I had scene family members, but I was just kind of, there. Is my eyelash giving me... Oh, my eyelash came up. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school. I accidentally ripped up an eyelash. And upstairs for a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activity. It's a poor man's VR chat, to be honest. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Can I just hit enter? Oh. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Shell. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Cupcake fight? Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Shell. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well. We rarely talked, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, beautiful. Basically, completely out of my league. D said, oh wait, I was a horrid child, so don't judge. But my friend and I were left alone at his place. His mom had to work, and we had a dog food, like wet dog food. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little, you too, Monica. Come sit down, Shell. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? OBG. No. I would be pissed off too. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri, no, I'm judging. A wet dog food fight, OBG? Come on. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches over to the table, tray in hand. This eyelash has completely lifted off of my eye. Okay, are you ready? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Then make it. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, and then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. You can pretend. I'll remember it, though. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. How is this odd already? Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. I don't know what you're talking about, OBG. I asked why the game was odd. Why is the game odd, OBG? Please explain. Why is the game odd? Because I'm so confused how this is going to escalate. Don't worry about that. Just enjoy it. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you, you know. You! Dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. A tea set. I have tea today. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Ugh. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could have probably been a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader in the debate club last year? Oh, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I am fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people here are interested in putting out all the effort into something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Shell, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering this. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without even thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I've read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Well, you left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori saddles up behind Natsuki and put her hands on her shoulders. I'm having a back spasm. Ah! I don't know why my back started hurting before stream. I must have pulled it doing something. I don't know what though. My hair is everywhere. There we go. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. You're decrepit. You'll get used to it, I swear. Age before beauty. Y'all made my back spasm. I can't stand y'all. Oh! How about y'all pick a Halloween costume for me, you jerks? Has everybody donated to the goal today? Only my viewers can contribute. I was going to contribute, but I can't. From carrying this stream. It's only one side of my back. It's only the left side. I think that's impressive. Dee did it today and I did it yesterday. You can do it each stream. It's not limited to just one day. Oh my gosh. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. Good, good, good. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Thank you, OBG. You get a kiss. The truest form of writing is to oneself. No, it's not. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Let me live my best life, okay? I'm gonna have a soak tonight. Quit making fun of me. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I've really wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help all of us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Shell? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. It might include us. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, Shell, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lift up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me and jumps up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Woo! Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Shall I look forward to seeing how you express yourself? Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Back spasm. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Shell, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart to the club room and make our way home. Oh my gosh, this feels fantastic. Wait, do we have any goals real quick? Let me just scrub through. OBG contributed 5,058. Oh my gosh, thank you, OBG. D-Max contributed 4,000. Heck yeah. Mwah. Both of y'all get kisses. Mwah. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Who should we go after? Should we go after Sayori, Natsuki, or Yuri? We get one of the four. I'm gonna try and sit up. Never mind. No, I'm not. Oh my gosh. I might have to take painkillers tonight, y'all. And by painkillers, I mean Tylenol or ibuprofen, because I'm old. Oh my gosh. This is kind of bad. Hello. How are you? I love your cute little bridge emoji. Wait. Oh, from my back. I don't know what happened. It's just on my left side in my rib cage. That's it. It's just like clouds. Are we going with clouds? D is the only one engaging. Clouds. What next? We have extreme, graveyard, after image, happiness, calm, hurt, bubbles, adventure, kiss, horror. Have you been fighting in secret again? Oh yeah, you know. I just have my secret fight clubs, you know? D is like 20 seconds behind, so I'm just gonna sip my tea real quick. D is the only one. What word should we pick, or should I just go through it by myself? Fine. After image. Tear, silly, uncanny, peace, sticky, melancholy, entropy, family, empty, doki doki, too late D. Milk, clumsy, sunset, crimson. I'm literally picking words that stick out to me. Whisper, sing, determination, nibble, boop, inferno. I kind of like inferno or crimson. Level says milk. Oh, let's not use that one, but I'll pick milk. Extraordinary, fireflies, fear, blanket, puppy, ambient, marriage, meager, intellectual, melody. Sing. I love how D's is a little late. Let's go with puppy. Passion, raindrops, hope, color, covet, kawaii, prayer, electricity, pout, special. I kind of like covet and electricity. Those would be words I would pick. Probably more towards electricity. I'm with Level here. Giggle, fickle, dream, lust, cage, rainbow, defeat, headphones, ocean, ribbon. Level says ocean. Rainbow. I'm going to go ocean. I'm feeling ocean. Oh, that's the first for Sayuri that we've got. Misery, nature, romance, analysis, vivacious. Vivacious is a good word. Lazy, kitty, unrestrained. Strawberry, tragedy. I like vivacious, so I'm going to go with vivacious. We have, oh my gosh, I'm ripping through these. Pleasure, loud, depression. Marshmallow, wonderful, explode, jump, bunny, joy, anime. Let's go pleasure. Love, socks, vitality, games, fun. Philosophy, frightening, bed, whirlwind, beauty. I like beauty. Oh. Scars, email, variance, imagination, sweet, skirt, nightgown, smile, papa, desire, imagination, poof, sparkle, charm, disaster, secretive, incapable, wrath, portrait, cry, holiday. I don't know what to pick here. None of these words stick out to me. I like charm. Oh, music, promise, fester. I like fester. Flee, candy, pink, my favorite color. Tenacious, incongruent, shopping, parfait. Everybody likes parfait. Waterfall, sensation, tears, time, infallible, disown, play, eternity, forgive, disarray. These are all kind of like water related. I like sensation. Oh, okay. Excitement, vivid, insight, dazzle, suicide. That's a word. Precious, massacre. Also a word. Summer, memories, summer. Comfort, alone, misfortune, cheeks. I don't even want to read the other ones. I stopped at cheeks. Lipstick, sugar, unstable, flying, question, playground, childhood, embrace, shiny, swimsuit. I like embrace. Sunny, essence, hopeless, peaceful, disoriented, destiny, hop, daydream, bouncy, grief. I wonder if anybody has actually taken these words and like made a poem based on what they picked. I think that'd be really cool. I suck at poetry, so I'm not doing that crap. Peaceful. Chocolate. Oh, sorry, D. Fluffy. Feather. Existence. Universe. Vacation. Breed. Effulgent. Anxiety. Landscape. None of these speak to me. None of these words are popping it. Chocolate, fluffy, feather, existence, universe, vacation, breathe, effulgent, anxiety, landscape. Vacation says level. I'm going for vacation or landscape because I really like landscape out of all of these. I'm going to go with my heart. Oh, we get one more anyway. Shame, rain cloud, treasure, laugh, climax, party, cute, rose, uncontrollable, whistle. I like climax. Climax. Let's just go with climax. Hi again, Shell. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. I'm sorry. Level. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Shell. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. She's kind of, I'm trying to say this in the best way. She's very yellow. Like, she just has a very yellow tone about her, almost like sickly. Like, I've seen this game before, but I never realized how yellow in tone she was. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, maybe it's just her hair. Because I think Natsuki here has the same tone, but because her hair is pink, it warms her up a little. I don't know. Oh, come on. He, like, deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Last year, too. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself tucked between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I'm pretty sure they haven't. Because I honestly, like, I've seen these characters before, and I thought they just kind of had like a normal neutral skin tone, but it might just be also because this is the first time I'm seeing them in any definition that isn't on my phone. So oh, my back. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie. Sayori's hand right here terrified me. I thought there was something behind me. Sayori's is a little bit more neutral, but that's also because I think her blush is a little bit peachier in tone. I'm trying to like point to the computer screen, like you can see me pointing. But yeah. Shell always gives it his, I'm a girl. I'm a boy today, y'all. Where's my hat? My back. Shell always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking me. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. So that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set the house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Shell can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. Yeah, she just likes makeup. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Did somebody redeem something? No. Why'd you say let's go, Level? Is that so? What's going on here? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Is my mouse here? Oh, it is. Get that off the screen. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Oh, thank you. No redeems. Oh, well, thank you, OBG. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How was this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Well, looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it unless you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga, slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get closer and look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go through the glass on the door. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Shell. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Ooh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Finally, oh my gosh, I'm out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't the chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Oh, why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space. While she hopes I won't notice, I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've read and after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Huh? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kind of grew out of these, and since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like their really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy in the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's what really makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? Good thing Richelle's in the game and not Bridget, because Bridget's a judge, I guess. People don't have wet dog food fights for fun, OBG. If we're gonna just call me out, we might as well just say what everybody else is thinking right now. It's in the chat. It's in the chat, OBG. It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. Just decks me across the cheek. Oh my gosh. Why is moving the most impossible thing right now? I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. It's just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I'm just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. That's called hyperfixation, Natsuki. It's completely okay. It's completely okay to be hyper-focused on certain things. That's fine. It's okay to pick up new hobbies. It's fine. It's fine. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. It's okay if you did. Baking is a useful skill to have. So don't worry about it. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. That's definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all of the I thought that said bodies. Oh my gosh. Still, all of the hobbies to pick up from a manga. That's definitely one of the better ones. Exactly. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, hi. Hello. Large face. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. She's just watching me read? Like that? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. Guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not, well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You don't share manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. Was fighting dragons. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh counts. But it's probably harder for someone like you. I got into cooking partially because of a manga. Fruits Basket. I loved Toru. And Toru loved cooking. I also, at the time, already had an interest in cooking because I loved the Food Network. But Fruits Basket definitely helped that along. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. It's just books. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? I read Chainsaw Man that became a lumberjack. Fair. So... Geez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. I am so glad that I can see what happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But I don't remember this. But I get it's especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom is a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. All right. I guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? You don't want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really all right? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish that if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow and we can start on the next one. I mean, she's right. It takes about maybe an hour to read a manga. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's the necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or I'm more scared of what'll happen if I don't finish it. All right then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? OBG standby. Bridge judge moments. Number 15. What is going on? Am I missing something here? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Am I in the clear? What is going on? I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should we pick first? We have Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Can I make a poll from here? Who's getting banned? Who's banned? I can't stand y'all. Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna ignore it. Okay, whatever. You know, I don't know what's going on anymore. Yuri stares at the poem. The minute passes and more than enough time for her to finish reading. What the frick is going on over here? Oh, sorry. What is going on? What is going on? Did you accidentally ban level? What is going on in my chat right now? OBG messaged me. What is going on? What is going on? No, you're welcome here, Level. What is happening? What is happening in the House of Commons? I'm gonna message you. Hold on. Okay. I have Discord right here. I'm gonna continue. I have it pulled up. Because I'll just stop talking. I wasn't aware. You're not bothering anyone. You're not bothering anyone. I'm finding out what's the matter. OBG's messaging me right now. Okay. Level, you're solid. OBG and D were just messing around. You're not banned. You're not timed out or anything like that. OBG has that fixed up. You're solid. I'm going to message you. Because you're right here too. Okay. No more messing around. Got it? Y'all are making my back spasm. No more messing around. No more horseplay for the rest of the stream. I'll start smacking people around. I mean it. I've got to regain my voice because my back is like not doing it right now. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. It just need to put my thoughts into words. Y'all done stressed my back out. See what y'all did? Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading it through. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. They form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if his demeanor is totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example to try new things. I also hope that everyone else in the clubs gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Anytime I move my left arm, it's just pain.
I'll show you my handwriting. What do you want me to write? Here. It's not very cute. Like which name? Okay. That's my handwriting. I did both. I should have wrote it backwards. His name's Charles! His name's Charles, everybody! His name's Charles. No, I think it's basic. There's me. This is how I used to write my signature. The one on the bottom. Because I would go by Bridge. Or, that one. I mean, I just like writing in general. It's not the traditional style, though, that you're supposed to write. Let's continue.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Oh my gosh, me too.
What? I wasn't even thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Level's fine, y'all. He's still here. Y'all just need to be nice. I'll pop every last one of y'all. Every last one of y'all. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Shell.
Too short. Such a good rapper. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her remaining place to comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Don't count on me. Which one? Who do we have? Sayori! This is a good poem, Shell. Are you sure it isn't your first time? I forgot her voice, I'm sorry. Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Can y'all stop? Oh my gosh, y'all are making me sound like the boogeyman. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Shell. Deep down, you're not really selfish. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah? And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. All right, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Is there a stretch? Who did a stretch? Oh my gosh, I can't stand y'all. Okay. I can't even sit up straight. Okay, wait. Oh my gosh. This is just sad. I told you I pulled something in my back and you're still making me do. You have the point. It's too late. It's been redeemed. It's set in motion. I've got to calm back down though. Okay. Oh.
We're just going to hold this for a second. We're just going to hold this muscle for a second. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school,
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. That was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Let's pick one. Who do we have? Natsuki! Was I actually going to different ones, or was it just Natsuki?
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ugh. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. And that's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Ugh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, that's not great, and let me show you what a real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. I didn't see it. You two forget that I'm on multi-stream. I'm not on Twitch. I am on multi-stream. I see redeems late. You've got to give me a little bit of grace with the redeems. Just a little bit.
You just don't understand anything, do you?
I already told you, you don't have to go announcing to the world that you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say mostly to myself. Natsuki really must hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my stanzas. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Ugh, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Monkeys can climb.
Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't going to like it.
I like it.
What?
Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of stanzas, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. Like when I say it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
Like in this stanzas.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening.
So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went to it than I realized. I guess that's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you've learned something. I didn't expect that. You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old one is. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. Hi, Shell. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up, but I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, would you want to share your stanza with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Shell. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Shell. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of story in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they were written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the sparkle protrudes. A nosy neighbor. An angry boyfriend I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Snaps. I'm not a loud snapper. I'm not moving my left hand. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. I need tea. I'm almost empty. I've got 2 small sips left. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was that inspiration? What was behind the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My hands land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What is with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Doing these voices back to back is not good. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, then I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Shell did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Shell liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly, oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Shell appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Shell started showing up. Natsuki, that is a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like you fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Shell, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? I mean, the meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Shell. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary to limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Shell? Well? How did I get dragged into this into the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me? Sayori! Natsuki, Natsuki glances at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Shell? Well, that's not her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? That's exactly why nobody likes... Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everybody to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? But because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I am not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Dee, why are you staring so hard? Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay, everyone. It is just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Shell, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. You're staring, Dee. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And make sure you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Shell, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That really is the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Shell, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We can just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. It's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. So I am actually going to save right here. Never mind. No, I'm not. Save. Empty slot. Because that is where we're going to call it. Yes. There we are. We're okay. So we're gonna call it for today. With that being said, I'm actually gonna turn Doki Doki down a little bit. With that being said, that's way down. With that being said, we're going to call it. So thank you so much for everybody joining me here today. As always, I have socials. I am destroying everything in the process. I have socials. I'm a bridge shell on everything. So if you're over on YouTube and you don't have access to these links, just type in bridge shell and just about anything, and that's me. And then I also have a Discord. If you want to go and join that, that's also available. But yeah. So with that being said, tomorrow we're going to continue Doki Doki Literature Club at 8:30 Central Standard Time. And I'll see you then. Hopefully my internet acts a little better today. And my computer as well. And hopefully my back's better. What is going on with my camera? My camera moved. There we go. And hopefully my back's better and will quit spasming. But with that being said, thank you so very much for joining me here tonight. I hope you had a good time. I have today. Big thank you to Level, OBG, D, Jimmy. Thank you for coming out in the chat and having a good talk with me. Thank you to everybody who lurked tonight. I'm super appreciative for you spending your time with me. Thank you to everybody over on YouTube. Thank you to everybody on Twitch. I will see you tomorrow, 8:30 Central Standard Time. Bye-bye.